We are coming to you from downtown Phoenix, a celebrity theater, home to Iron Boy 37. And what an explosive card we have tonight. And an explosive card that'll lead to people being out here. We've seen the champ already out here. Panchito Vaca in the crowd trying to see if he can get a little better, get some, maybe steal some tricks from the other boxers. But Iron Boy 37, it is, like I said, an explosive card. That's what Bob Panchito Vaca in the house tonight, alongside James Meyer. I'm Michael Caratino, and James, I said an explosive card. The main event, the heavyweight division. Jeremy Bates taking on BJ Flores. That is going to be huge. Big punchers there. Then the co-main event, we have Shabazz taking on Andrew Hernandez in that fight. Another big fight there in the middleweights, but it's going to get started with the undercards. Adrian Servine, power puncher there, taking on Jesus Godinez, but it all starts off with Luis Espinoza and Sebastian Bartolini. Again, a little bit 1-2 for Bartolini, but his one win is a KO, but fighting somebody in Espinoza, 5-0, only one KO, but obviously a very tactical fighter.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about Espinoza here in Phoenix, Arizona, everybody knows his name. He's a huge amateur standout. And there's one thing's for sure, he's a fast fighter. And although he's opening the card tonight, I think that he might be the fighter that steals the show. He's that exciting.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely could do that. Again, 5-0, you see the one KO, but again, probably favored in that match. But then we get to the second one. Adrian Servine, 2-1 with one phenomenally powerful KO we saw a few months back, taking on Jesus Godinez, making his debut. So Servine, 2-0, like we said, so the butterflies may be a little bit gone, but Godinez making his debut, can he cause a little bit of issues for Servine?
I mean, if you're a proper pro, yes. A lot of people take that excitement and that nervousness and turn it into adrenaline, get in there like a pit bull. You know, but last time we did see Servine, he knocked out a really tough fighter in Eduardo Villa, excuse me, it was escaping me. It was such a good fight, but I can't believe I don't remember his name. But anyway, Eduardo Villa was a great knockout, and it was a one-punch knockout, and there he filled the stadium. Here, I imagine, it's no different. So tonight, I think that these two are going to show a lot. They're going to show what they're worth.
Yeah, he had a lot of fans outdoors, and they were loud without the echo of the celebrity theater, so I can imagine how it's going to be when Servine comes in. But then we get to the co-main event. Andrew Hernandez taking on Siju Shabazz. Shabazz has 20 KOs. Hernandez has 8, but a little bit of difference there. Shabazz hasn't been too busy, and Hernandez has kept his game pretty sharp, taking fights.
Yeah, there's going to be a few different factors, I think, who's going to win this fight tonight. Like you said, Shabazz has great, tremendous power. Also, he's very slick, and he only has 8 fights altogether, but he also was in the second season of the World Series of Boxing, and without that, you'd have no headgear. So it's like amateur, but not quite. So he has a little bit more experience. Andrew Hernandez, on the other hand, his experience is his last 2 years, he's fought 15 times. Those same 2 years, Shabazz only fought twice. So Hernandez has been the more active fighter. So we'll see tonight if that ring rust is there. But like I said, is it going to be the activity of Hernandez, or is it going to be the power of Shabazz? That's going to be a very exciting fight.
Yeah, activity, but Shabazz, like I said, there could be cobwebs, we'll see. But then we get to the main event. BJ Flores taking on Jeremy Bates. 22 KOs for Bates, 20 for Flores, a typical heavyweight dream bout that we think of in that division, James. Two guys in the middle of the ring exchanging haymakers. But do you think, with all the KOs they both have, will we see a KO in that match tonight?
I think out of all the fights tonight, that is the one you're going to see the KO in. BJ Flores, last time we saw him, was fighting Tony Bellew over in England. He was struggling to make the cruiserweight division. But now he doesn't have to try to lose those weight. He gets to sharpen his scales and go in there. And while Jeremy Bates is a little long in the tooth, he does have a good right hand. He's been in there with other people, or other champions such as Evander Holyfield. I think they're going to go at it tonight. So we'll see. I mean, this is his first fight. It's not his first fight fighting someone over 200 pounds. But tonight, BJ Flores, if he wants to make a statement in the heavyweight division, tonight's the night to do it.
Well, like I said, phenomenally explosive. The heavyweight division will be the nightcap. But when we get back, we're going to have Espinoza, and Bartolini here from downtown Phoenix, the celebrity theater, Iron Boy 37. We'll be back after this.
Este es the Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es el sabor intenso que busca. Este es el apartamento equivocado. Esto funcionará bien. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light. Born Bold.
As you see, beautiful downtown Phoenix. Iron Boy 137, Iron Boy 37 brought to you by Tecate. Very bold American Family Medical, proud sponsor of Iron Boy Boxing, along with Highlighter Gentlemen's Club, established all the way back in 1962. As you see, Tempe Town Lake right there, right next to Arizona State University, the wonderful Arizona State University. We're just a little bit west of that. Celebrity Theater, James Meyer back with me. I'm Michael Caratanudo. And James, you look at this. Again, we said this card, it's getting started off with Luis Espinoza and Christian Bartolini. Again, 5-0. I mean, to start a professional career, I don't care what sport it is, especially individual. You look at boxing, you might look at tennis, but you start undefeated, 5-0, 1 KO. Like you said, pretty tactical fighter, though, we're going to see in this first match.
Yeah, you know, specifically when you have fighters that are around this weight class, 115 to probably say about 130. There's a lot of those type of fighters here in Phoenix. So they get a lot of sparring with each other. They win a lot of national championships. So usually when you're a standout here in Phoenix, Arizona, you move on to bigger and better things. And I think tonight is going to be the 6th win for Espinoza. We'll see exactly. We can never count someone out. And, you know, if Bartolini, sorry, I got a little tongue twisted just like I did in the intro.
That's all right.
But if he's going to really bring it and need to show it, he's going to have to force him against the ropes. Espinoza's going to want to get in, get out, and box you. So we'll see what his style is tonight, because to be honest with you, I haven't seen much of him. I've seen a lot of Espinoza, and I know he's a good fighter, and I'm sure he's going to bring it because there's a lot of people here going to be rooting for Espinoza, and everyone loves to be the spoiler.
Absolutely. So since I listen to you, my pugilist guru, as I like to call you, so it's going to be big for Christian Bartolini to cut off the ring from Espinoza and dictate where he wants him. I know you said in every match, but more so in this, somebody with Espinoza's experience also having the KO as well.
Yeah, the key to fighting someone that's like Espinoza is you want to counterpunch. You know he's going to throw a lot of punches. It's going to be timing and counterpunching. He tends to be the aggressor, but he can also allow you to come to him. So it depends on who's really going to control the ring tonight and who's going to take away this victory. But, you know, I think it's going to be a great matchup because, like I said, he's a very fast, exciting fighter, and you can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Hector Macho Camacho, Tony Tucker, Terry Norris.
So we'll see exactly Espinoza and Sonny Franco, the ring announcer right now with
the Golden Boy,
honoring
Oscar De La Hoya.
I'll
Mike
mention some
Tyson,
boxing royalty there, obviously. De La
Floyd
Hoya,
Mayweather,
Carvajal, Tyson, Mayweather.
And Mia St. John, and many more just like that. He was a great father, grandfather, and friend, and definitely a legend to the sport of boxing and a legend to the state of Arizona. Please rise one more time, ladies and gentlemen, in observance of a standing 10 count to pay our respects for our dearly departed and much missed Richard V. Rodriguez Sr. Rest in peace, brother. You will be missed.
Floodstream, HD video and live webcasts, conferences, sports, live events. Showcase your brand. Expand your reach. Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Floodstream.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're coming to you from the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, Iron Boy Promotions is proud to present Iron Boy 37. Let's keep the action going, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the red corner from Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian El Niño Bartolini. And now, please welcome his opponent out of the blue corner from Mesa, Arizona, by way of Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luis Espinoza.
All right, as you see him in the corner there, Luis Espinoza with the blue and white trunks, like James and I said, 5-0. Christian Bartolini out of Hermosillo, Mexico. Again, 1-2, they're getting ready in the corners. Man, great rendition. We heard, obviously, the Mexican national anthem and the U.S. national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. Absolutely beautiful renditions to kick this night off here at Celebrity Theater. Man, I'm antsy, James. I'm antsy. You see me sitting here. I'm ready to go.
It must be something in the air. Maybe it's because it's a little cold out. It's been hot all week, all right, except for today. But here we go with the tail of the tape. You got the shorter Espinoza. He's 5'6", so we did talk about the aggression. He's going to want to get on the inside. And you see that, again, we have the 13-pound, 0.8, or 113.8 for Espinoza. So he's kind of a little bit under the limit, but we're going to kick it over to Sonny for the official introductions.
Arizona, and we are streaming live on ironboy.com. Tonight, Iron Boy Promotions is proud to present Iron Boy 37. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing in the Super Flyweight Division. Este pelea está programada por 4 asaltos de boxeo en la división de peso Super Mosca. Este peleo puro mexicanos. Los tres jueces son, your 3 judges ringside are Chris Flores, Chris Wilson, and Gonzalo Valenzuela. And the man in charge of the action is Richard Soto. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting in the red corner. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the colors of Mexico, green, white, and red. When he steps onto the scale, ladies and gentlemen, his official weight, 115.8 pounds. As a professional, his record stands 1 win against 2 defeats. That win coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico, introducing Christian El Niño Bartolini. presentamos su combate en la esquina azul. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent. Fighting across the ring,
I didn't know
on the
he had
blue
all that
corner to
work.
my left. He stepped to the ring tonight wearing the blue trunks trimmed with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 113.8 already pounds. As a professional, he steps into the ring tonight with an undefeated record. 5 wins, 0 defeats. One of those wins coming to you by way of knockout. Joining us tonight from Mesa, Arizona, by way of Obregón, Sonora, Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, introducing Luis Espinoza. Once again, your referee in charge, Richard Soto.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you your instructions in the locker room. Pay attention to all my commands. Clean fight. Keep the action going. Este está poco alto. Te va a llamarle aquí un poco bajo, huh? This is fine. Touch gloves. Go back to the corner.
And they are set to go right there. You see Luis Espinoza. Again, the blue trunks. I love God right out there. Message. Gotta love it. Boxing. He just... Again, we should have told everybody, 115 pounds, but still, Richard Soto, the referee we heard right there, Sonny Franco, one of the best. Love Sonny, man. Gets the crowd going, great crowd here. And the first round of this 4-round bout. As, again, both guys early on just trying to get their feet under him. As you see Espinoza in the all blue, got the matching shoes too, the blue and white Nikes. Look at the fashion statement Espinoza has.
I mean, they even got the opposite corners, though. We got Espinoza out of the red corner. Oh, I guess Espinoza's out of the blue corner. Typically, it's the other way around, but, you know, I guess they're matching the corners. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not faux pas. Fashionable, I guess. I'll use that. I don't know what's going on. There's something in the air, I guess, what it is.
It's the cold air again for James.
It's my throat. It's closed up.
But Bartolini, again, early on, coming in a little, like you said, a little bit taller, a little bit more of a reach. We saw on the tail of the tape. But Espinoza, you talked about it. He wants to get in and get out. He starts delivering those body shots. And you and I we've had the pleasure the last year and a half, basically, of sitting ringside, and we have heard some just monumental, just body-shuttering body shots, literally. And it's one of those things where if Espinoza, like you said, can get in early, might be 115, but that power could be tough for Bartolini to extend and get him away. And a nice right hook there by Espinoza. Bartolini trying to fight back. Oh, he comes to the left, but somehow, maybe better to be lucky than good, James. Espinoza able to almost catch it like he was catching a ball there.
Yeah, Espinoza's doing a good job right now. They're closing the distance. He gets in and leaves himself, or he steps back out to not leave himself out to dry. But to Bartolini's credit right now, you could tell that he's not expending a lot of energy. He's using that length. You could see the way that's kind of like, I call that like the horn. They keep that jab out in front of him to keep that distance. He's having issues right now with Espinoza, but he's not doing that bad. So, like, there we go. We could see with the three-piece combination, it's missing, but it looks like Espinoza has better head movement as well. But, you know, we'll see how this round progresses, but it looks like both of them are kind of feeling each other out before they start throwing the heavy leather.
Absolutely. Bartolini with the Mexican flag trunks right there. You see the nickname El Nino. Look at that, exchanging in the middle. Espinoza backs him up to the ropes. A nice right, a quick left. Maybe not the most power there. Look at that, Espinoza going underneath his... Bartolini trying to separate. Espinoza happy to play a little tie up there.
Espinoza looks like he's trying to go to the body. I think that was confusing Christian for a second. He would come back up over with the left hook to the top of the head. You know, see, that's where he's working. He's working that jab because he wants to throw that left hook back over the top that just landed about 20 seconds ago. But he's doing a good job. There's that left hook. But
so Espinoza again trying to... I thought he might try and take him to the ropes to stay inside, but he has no problem being in the middle, does Espinoza. And just sizing him up. Ooh, trading shots there, but Espinoza with the power to the body with the left. Oh, another big left hook. Catches the head. As we are getting to the final 10 seconds here of the round. Oh, turned his back there.
Hand, yeah.
Espinoza just missed. Oh, and he got the shot right there at the bell, James, but Yeah, Espinoza, the last 35 seconds, started to find, you're talking about feeling each other out. Looks like he started to find a groove where he wanted to attack El Nino.
I think Espinoza got his confidence built up throughout the middle of the round. You could see the way he was just very timid at first, and he almost wanted to see what's coming back at him. The moment he realized that the punching power wasn't quite there, he turned on the heat, and like I said, the body work that he did allowed his successful head punches to land. So he did a good job of alternating, going down to the body and back up to the head. And again, this is why I said in the intro that he's an exciting fighter. He doesn't just throw one punch, and if he does, it's with everything he's got. He likes to throw a lot of punches in combination. So I think in this round, I think Bartolini really needs to do a better job of keeping that jab and staying on the outside, because that's going to stop Espinoza, the shorter fighter, from coming in and basically doing what he wants with his distance.
Well, as they come back to the ring, please, as they come back, the referee said, Richard Soto says, let's please get back in the middle of the ring and get going. And El Nino trying to throw that left there. You see him again in the green, white, and red Mexican flag trunks, blue and white for Espinoza. The blue and white, like I said, Nikes matching everything in the blue corner. I guess if he was in the red corner, we'd see red and white everything, you know? Boxer's got to have that fashion sense. But speaking of sense, nice contact there by El Nino. But I like that, the little step-in jab there to the body. Not the most of power, but you know, as I do, you keep pecking away at one part of the body, it's could be trouble.
Yeah, I mean, right now what he wants to do is slow down Bartolini a little bit. It looks like they had a little clash of heads there. Hopefully both of them are all right. Soto's going to check him out. But yeah, when you attack the body like that, when you have someone moving like Bartolini right now, it slows them down. It doesn't allow a big left hook from Espinoza. Doubled it up right there.
Well, you talk about slowing him down, and now he's going after him. Maybe the headbutt woke him up a little bit, James. And now Richard Soto said, listen to my commands, separating them.
There's a lot of time in this round, too. We're going to see how Espinoza capitalizes on this.
Missed with a big left hook there. Now goes again to the body, and look at that. He's slipping underneath El Nino's jab there. He takes a shot there, but he's slipping under that jab and delivering decent power shot to the body with the left both times there. That's the third time in a row.
Great body work. He's using, because when you could see the way he drops his shoulders, he goes down and he tries to come back up. But right now he's not getting overconfident with this, how he hurt Bartolini. He understands that it looks like he's still there, and obviously some shots are affecting him a little bit more. Espinoza's really being patient with this attack right now still. And
again, sometimes you go to the old adage when they smell blood, but again, you don't want to, like you say, overextend yourself in a round. You want to keep working at him, but again, for Espinoza now, trying to get him in the corner, trying to get him on the ropes. Look at that, going high. And El Nino, again, trying to separate. Richard Soto, very experienced, breaks him up, but look at that, Espinoza just ready to attack. Nice left to the body. Does it again, and El Nino just doesn't have an answer. I know you don't want to drop your guard, James. I know you're going to say that to me, but look at that shot, too. How many shots to the body can he take? And El Nino just trying to duck under him. Now we get a Roman, almost a WWE headlock there as Richard Soto separates him. He's not dropping his guard, but he's letting his body take a beating.
You could tell that El Nino's his elbows have pinned a little bit more to his body. And I think, again, that's what's going to allow the offense of Espinoza to attack the head. Not right there, but yeah, you could see when he first started, his hands were a little bit higher protecting the chin, but now it's protecting that body because it's definitely getting to him.
Look at Espinoza just ducking underneath, dancing beautifully. Two little light shots to the left on Espinoza. Bartolini just trying to go wild. Use some energy as a bell. Espinoza just kind of shredded him off and had a little smirk there. Did you see that, James? Like, I'm good to go now as we end round two. So, I mean, what do you think through 2 rounds? Espinoza with the lead?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that Bartolini right now is doing enough to make these even a close round. I think that he's staying in the fight because he's a tough kid. You could see the way he took that punch and it wobbled him a little bit, and Espinoza got him on the defense. But, I mean, the more time you give him, it seems like the quicker he goes back. And as we go into the highlights of that round, you could just see that Espinoza gets the work to the body. Espinoza with the left hook, right hand over the top. It looks like there's some head clash right there. But that was to finish the end of the round, and Bartolini landed to his credit, a good right uppercut.
Absolutely, as we see the Tecate Ring Girls with the round 3 Tecate. Born Gold, the sponsor here, along with Food City, the highlighter, as well as we get in for round 3 of 4.
Look at Bartolini. He's ready right from the get-go. I wanted to say something about that because I like that, his spirit in that.
Yeah, he's taking a lot more of the shots. And that right that we saw on the replay by Espinoza, what an athletic right. James, we saw it there slowed down. He's leaning against the ropes and still throws a right at the end of the round that lands, even though we said Bartolini, El Nino landed that right. Oh, and they're trying to swap there in the left hand from Espinoza. And he has just been able to methodically use that left hand, whether going high or going low. And now, he got El Nino's. Once you get a head down, I've heard many experienced boxers say, thank you, put your head down because I'm going to be so fast you're done.
I mean, absolutely. But, the one thing that's striking me and that has been from the beginning is look at the balance on Espinoza, the way he could keep his balance while throwing three or four punches pretty hard. But if you look at Bartolini, every time he throws a hard punch, he almost has to bounce a little bit, and he has to get on his toes. That's to regain his balance. You see that little bounce right there? That's to regain his balance. And I think that right now, those body shots for sure are affecting him. You could see the punching power wasn't quite there. But right now, Espinoza, I think his league's above him.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to counter, more so being the retaliator, not the aggressor, as you're saying, James. But Espinoza, you said with his styles, had a lot to do with it. And a nice left there up to the chin by Espinoza. Goes wild with the right, just misses. But again, just constantly backing El Nino up. Now he has him on the ropes. And all Christian can do is just grab him. And look at that, trading a few haymakers in the middle. Again, Bartolini trying to go between offense and defense and just seems he can't get into a rhythm. But like I said, James, that's all because Espinoza has dictated the tempo of this bout.
Yeah, it's Bartolini's timing right now. It's almost like he's telegraphing. You can see every time he's about to throw that right hand, too. Espinoza comes back with the right hand of his own. He can almost see every move that Bartolini's going to make, and right now he's really capitalizing on it.
Backs him up there against the ropes. Richard Soto giving him a second to try and break up. And look at Espinoza now just trying to go to work. And Bartolini ducking down, protecting his head. And an overhand right there by Espinoza. A little bit of contact, but enough defense there by El Nino to not feel the full effect of that. As the right uppercut by Espinoza, pushing him back into the corner. El Nino trying to fight his way out. And Espinoza just happy in there. Seemingly comfortable. I shouldn't say happy, comfortable, maybe taking a shot or two, but delivering what he wants to.
He knows nothing's coming back at him, so right now he feels confident staying in the pocket. Plus, when you got someone that was moving the way he was against the ropes, you want to keep him there. So here we go. We'll see what kind of counter punch Espinoza has. And as I say that, he comes back with a good left hook counter.
Oh, and he ducks under El Nino's wild right there. Final 10 seconds of this round. 3 rounds again, very methodical, very game planish, as you're saying, as we get the bell through 3 rounds. The game plan from Espinoza's corner seems to be translating very well.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Espinoza is doing exactly what he needs to do. Bartolini, on the other hand, there's a lot of things that he can improve. Like I said, keep moving. And I think just right now with the body work that he's been taking through this fight, I don't think he's able to quite get that. But, there's one thing that I can't say. As we go to the actual highlights from last round, you can see how he pinned him against the ropes. And as I was going to say, when you get a fighter circling like that, you want to get him against the ropes. Espinoza is doing a good job cutting off the ring. And then when he steps to his right, he throws the right overhand right. When he steps to his left, he throws the left hand. But he's also watching Bartolini. And right now, Espinoza is doing a great job for his 6th fight.
Yeah, and it just seems like the success that Christian has had, Bartolini, has been pseudo in the middle of the ring. But Espinoza has also countered it. So it's going to take, I guess we would say, a monumental KO of Espinoza for Bartolini to win this fight. As they touch gloves, starting the last round.
As of right now, though, Bartolini, realistically, he's exhausted, he's being hurt, but there's one thing he's also not, is not defeated. He hasn't lost anything yet.
American Family Medical bringing you this fight between Luis Espinoza and Christian Bartolini, proud partners with Iron Boy. Oh, and a nice left there by Espinoza. Again, gets him against the ropes. And wow. Well, he sat down, grabbed the ropes, and he's now, I like that, moving the feet, trying to.
Those legs look like they're out. I don't know if Soto's going to allow this. Richard Soto stops it.
Yeah, good call, Richard Soto.
sometimes you got to save the fighter from himself. I mean, Bartolini was doing what he needed to do to survive in the fight, not necessarily to come back. I think that was the appropriate call, especially the way that Bartolini was reacting in the corner. You could tell in the last round that he was very tired, and in this round, he just didn't have anything left. Saved the fighter from himself. At least to Espinoza with the 6th victory, 2nd knockout. As we go back to the replays of the last round, you can see as Espinoza comes in, great left hook, right hand, gets him against the ropes. He spins, turns that left hand, brings it right up over the top, smashes him right in the jaw, sends him down. There goes his legs right there that we were talking about, if you weren't able to see that.
Yeah, when we saw El Nino there, but the only thing I can say about Espinoza, a few times maybe a little wild and inaccurate with the right hand, but that left hand spot on, and it was a left that took the last little wobble, I guess you could say, out of Bartolini's legs right there. As you see him bouncing around in the corner, just trying to get it back. But Richard Soto again, perfect saying there, my friend, trying to protect the fighter from themselves, because he was dancing around, moving his feet. But Richard Soto, when he saw him just leaning that hard on the ropes, again, the body shots led to it, but he was just little bit. And then when he connected to the head, Espinoza, you see his corner getting his gloves off there. As El Nino talking to his corner.
You know, Espinoza is not known for throwing 10s. If you were to give punching power from 1 to 10, he doesn't throw a bunch of 10s, but what he does throw is a bunch of 7s. And you could see the accumulation of all the punches and the damage from Bartolini was just too much for him to handle going into the 4th.
All right, well, they're getting the card in the ring, and now we will throw it to the ring announcer, Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 37 seconds of round number 4. Referee Richard Soto puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of knockout from Mesa, Arizona, Luis Espinoza.
Well, you see Espinoza there, and he is he looks like he could probably go another 3 or 4. I mean, a little bit tired, but taking pictures there. It looks like you go 4. We're going to step aside. Espinoza wins the KO 37 seconds into the 4th round over Christian Bartolini. We're going to step aside here, Iron Boy 37. When we get back, Adrian Servine taking on Jesus Godinez here from Celebrity Theater.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es su trabajo. Esto es una promoción. Esto es otra promoción. Este no es su tipo de fiesta. Ahora sí. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light. Born Bold.
Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Conferences. Sports. Live events. Showcase your brand. Expand your reach. Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Floodstream.com.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es el sabor intenso que busca. Este es el apartamento equivocado. Esto funcionará bien. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light. Born Bold.
are back here at Celebrity Theater. Iron Boy 37, Luis Espinoza wins the first matchup between Christian El Nino Bartolini. KO at 30, knocked him out 37 seconds of the fourth and final round. Hey, so I was kind of a soothsayer there, James. I said it would take a KO from El Nino, but Espinoza got it. But now we head on to Adrian Servine, 2-0 with one. Again, if you didn't get to see his last fight, James and I talking about that KO, a one-punch KO, but there's not too many people that would stand up to that in the weight class, 112 pounds. He's taking on Jesus Godinez, making his debut. Do you think Godinez will watch that pretty much one-punch knockout on tape to know maybe to stay away a little bit early?
I don't know about that, because Eduardo Villa is a good fighter. When you see the way that Villa came out, I do remember it was a very aggressive fight right off the bat. They started attacking each other. You can hear the crowd, and that's why I think I remember that the most. It was just the crowd was so electric, the fight was electric, and then it just ended so quickly. So, you know, Servine's going to come in, I think, still do the same thing, because when you're riding that kind of wave, his nickname is Sharky, so no pun intended, but when the shark's riding that kind of wave, you want to make sure when the blood's in the water, you're there to attack.
Absolutely, and he did that. And for Godinez, again, making his debut, the butterflies maybe a little bit more, and you know Sharky would absolutely love to get something like that. Again, I'm sure the fans might like something a little longer, a little more action, as you can hear the crowd very excited. Again, we heard a big crowd form, and you get the Jaws music. You can hear that. Hopefully everybody can hear that, but I see the heavy metal version of Jaws, so Steven Spielberg might even appreciate that.
I mean, I don't know why I like the nickname Sharky so much, but it always stays with me, and I just love it. I couldn't tell you why, but when he comes out, I saw his shorts earlier too, is that they're white with baby blue, so he buys into it, and I love it. He's a great fighter. He's a very nice young kid, and I think he's going to go pretty far. You can see he's at a Guadalupe gym, which is a great gym here in Phoenix. I would say one of the top. So he's around that weight class that I talked about earlier, where they get a lot of good sparring with each other, and there is no shortage of him. And
just like I said to you outdoors, look at him. He plays to the crowd. He doesn't mind having everybody here to see him. Doesn't probably feel like extra pressure for him, just hanging out at Celebrity Theater with, I don't know, about 2,000 of his closest friends, right?
Yep. And as we look at the tail of the tape here, you can see that Servine's just a little bit taller in 1 inch. You go down, they weigh about the same weight, so, you know, that's expected here. The age that's the difference right now is Godinez is 22, while Servine's 19. When you look at Servine, he doesn't act like a 19-year-old. It seems like he's very mature for his age, and as we send it over to Sonny for the official introductions.
Yeah, let's throw it to Sonny Franco in the ring.
Queremos decir saludos a toda mi gente de Jalisco, México. Y saludos de mi amigo Juan Pérez por todo su apoyo. Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing in the flyweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring this bout are Chris Flores, Chris Wilson, and Gonzalo Valenzuela. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Wes Melton. Here we go, fight fans. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my right. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the green trunks trimmed with white and red. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 111.6 already pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Nogales, Mexico, introducing Jesus Popito Godinez. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner to my left. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the turquoise blue shorts trimmed with white with the flag of Mexico. When he steps onto the scale, he weighed in officially at a ready 111.3 pounds. As a professional, he steps in the ring tonight undefeated. 2 wins, 0 losses. One of those victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from right here in Phoenix, Arizona, introducing Adrian Sharky Servine. Once again, again, your referee in charge, Wes Melton, to give the final instructions.
Let's go, 2 seconds. Okay, fellas, went over the rules in the dressing room. These trunks are a little bit high. These trunks are good. Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands. Touch them up, bang at the bell.
As Wes Milton right there. Love his phrase. Bang at the bell. Just get you even more fired up. I want to get in the ring, but I don't want to get knocked out, so I'm good. Panchito asked me if I wanted to spar with him. I said, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Come on, Mike. You don't want to throw a few rounds with him?
I mean,
champion? Come on, put that on your resume. That'd be like #1, right?
There you go, yeah. All right, so you see Servine in the turquoise and white trunks. As Gomez in the red, white, and green trunks. Early on, look at that. Godinez, pardon me, I said Gomez. Godinez going at him a little bit. Throwing a wide, big roundhouse right there, leaving himself open. Servine picks up on that. He might land one of those big shots you're talking about. We're talking about, James.
Godin right now, or Godinez, he seems like he's doing well with the pressure, because right now, Sharky, he's doing well. Or when I say pressure, I'm talking about the crowd and just the experience right here being in Sharky's home crowd or hometown crowd. As I say that, he takes a 3-punch combination, good right uppercut, left hook cross from Sharky. Oh, that was a little bit below the belt. Looks like it was definitely not on purpose. Love when I get to see the fighters not take it personal, because it was a shot to the body. Just went a little south of the border.
Yeah, still doesn't feel good either way.
It was pretty low, so I wouldn't mind if he took a few minutes here to kind of regain himself, but it looks like he's going to be gearing up here back in a second.
So, Wes Milton again gives him a few extra seconds, and look at that, a nice left there by Godinez. Back in Servine up. Servine trying to buy some time. You see the left jab there. Going inside. A nice left there by Godinez. Now look at this. They're basically in the middle of the ring. Oh, a big right there. Just missed. Oh, and he goes with the uppercut. Makes contact. But look at this. Godinez with an answer. You said it had a chance for fireworks. Maybe the best fight of the night that could steal the show. And look at this.
I mean, right now, Sharky's doing everything correctly. His accuracy, he's going down to the body, he's going back to the head, but just the way he places the punch, even when Godinez, he moves, you can see him moving side to side there, and you can see Sharky just timing and gets straight down the pipe. He waits for him coming back to the center, and then he throws on his axis to keep himself balanced. Sharky's doing a great job in this first round.
Oh, nice left there with the lead. Try to follow with the right. Godinez able to duck it. Now Godinez tries to come with a huge right. Again, making his debut, you're taking shots. He's got to be eager to land a big one, James, but he can't leave himself that open like he has the last few times. A nice quick left there by Sharky.
Seems like a little desperation from Godinez.
What a combo!
I was gonna say it looked like a little desperation from Godinez in his part, because he's throwing big wide shots and it's allowing Sharky to do what he's doing here. But he did land a pretty good right hand right there at the last exchange.
Yeah, but 3-1 there on that. That was such a quick combo by Sharky. So look at that, Servine just backing him up. Nice left there. Final 10 seconds of this first round. Ooh, missed with another right, but a few connections there. And look at that. Ooh, snaps Sharky's head back, and a big left there by Godinez. And the bell may have saved Servine.
Looks like we got ourselves a fight.
He was a little shocked there. Whoa.
I mean, you've been controlling the round 90% of the time. He lands some decent punches, but at the end right there, Godinez did a real good job of landing some wide shots, but he still landed them nonetheless. They weren't the most beautiful, but they did have an effect on Sharky. You could see it in his eyes. We'll see how he comes back, because I think this is probably his first time that he's been in something like this. Debut fighters are always dangerous for that reason and that reason alone. Once they feel your power, they want to give it right back. As we go into the highlights here from the last round, you can see Sharky staring right at him. Good right uppercut, left hook combination, comes back with the right hand. That's the accuracy that I'm talking about. He backed out of the pocket, and then he allowed Godinez to come back in. And in this exchange, you see Godinez with a big right hand. So once he gets Sharky, you can see he attacks him once he gets Sharky against the ropes. He doesn't want to let him off, because that's the appropriate thing to do, because right now Sharky's doing a good job boxing. You want Godinez to try to get him against the ropes and keep continuing to do what he do, because when he does get him against the ropes, he's very successful.
Well, the old adage, and I hate to use it, you know, when you poke the bear, that big right may have woken Servine up, but and a left there. But Godinez showed, even though, like you said perfectly, James, he took a brunt of the punishment, but that hit, man, that sent that sent Servine back. Now they're dancing around. Nice left jab there. Oh, tries a big right, but look at that. Sharkey a little bit on skates, but able to dodge it. Now reset his feet in the middle of the ring.
Big left hook from Sharkey right there. Again, when they're in the center of the ring, Sharkey does control the tempo. He's able to create the angles that he needs to get these hooks and the right crosses off. But this is where he's most dangerous, and Godinez is doing a good job of cutting that ring off right there and always being one step ahead of him.
Oh, and a nice right there. A little bit of defense, but he still made contact. So now he's trying to wrap him up, and Godinez slowing the pace down, raising his hand a little bit, letting Wes Milton come over, break him up, catch his breath a little bit. Goes with the quick left jab right to the body. The combo there as Sharkey tries to answer. A nice quick answer by Sharkey. May have not had the most power, but he's able to land him. All right, uppercut. Oh, sends Sharkey back. Servine just trying to extend and push him back, but he engages him right away in the middle of the ring.
Look at the way Godinez is holding his shoulders. Though he's the taller fighter, he's getting a little bit lower with his shoulders, which is allowing him to throw those uppercuts with more accuracy and also gives him the area. Right now, Sharkey isn't doing that. He should drop his shoulders. But as I say that, he throws a big 1-2 combination straight down the pipe. But this could be Godinez's first round that he's going to get here.
Wow, big right there. Blocked a little bit, throws a big right again. And we saw the reach, only half an inch difference, so really pretty much the same reach. These two fighting each other. So, man, they're staying inside. Godinez again, cutting off the ring, like you said, just trying to get back in the fight.
Right now, it looks like he's getting a little excited. He stopped cutting off the ring, and he's following him. So we got to see if he continues to cut off the ring, because this is Godinez's round right now.
Oh, nice left there by Servine. Oh, Godinez misses with the right. Servine with a quick combo. May have landed one of them. Nice ducking and dancing there, as you could say, by Godinez. He's let he lands three, but Godinez lands a big one. We'll see if these power punches affect the judges. This score, wow, through 2 rounds could be pretty close in the final 30 ticks of this second round. And now Servine, pardon me, trying to back him up. Oh, Servine took a big right there from Godinez. But look at him as well. He's been able to counter, keep him in the middle, try to send some shots, but James, he's got to protect his head a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because as of right now, he's not moving the head as effective as he was in the first round. And it's just basically right now, Godinez is just coming up over the top, throwing big right hands like that. He does it, he's dragging the punch. A little extra heat after the bell. You can tell it's getting a little heated in there.
Wes Milton was right there. He threw it. He didn't connect, but Wes Milton was there, stepped over. Both fighters, no extracurriculars, like we like to say, because it's pretty frustrating when a fighter throws, and you see it after the bell a few times.
As we go into the highlights here from the last round, you can see Sharkey starts with a good left hook right there, right uppercut. But it's Godinez's left hand that finishes the exchange, and actually it looks like it shakes Sharkey a little bit. So here we talk about the shoulders getting low as Wes Milton is doing his job, but it's not helping me any. But there we go. So we see a good left hook from Sharkey, good right uppercut, blocked again, because right now you can see Godinez in this round keeps his chin or his gloves a little bit more around his chin, which is not allowing those left hooks and right uppercuts to affect him like it was in the first round.
Great job by our crew. They're seeing the replay. Servine able to cut him. A little bit of blood there we saw from Godinez, but again, he woke up in that first round. So you're saying through 2 rounds, you think we're even on the scorecard?
I think we're absolutely even. I mean, Sharkey made a case for it in parts of it, but I think that the first round was dominated by him. Second round was Godinez.
So again, Adrian, Sharkey, Servine in the turquoise and white trunks. Godinez in the red, white, and green trunks. Oh, and a nice right there by Godinez, makes contact. Look at Servine, he is not backing down. And holding his hands high, like keeping the shoulders up, protecting the face. And that's what's causing Godinez to take big roundhouse punches. A nice right there by Sharkey. And his fans, every time he makes a big hit, but his fans have been put on skates a little bit this time too. But you can hear him getting louder.
But didn't Godinez know that this is Sharkey's home territory? He's supposed to lose this fight. He's not fighting the way that's supposed to be. And good to his credit, because it didn't allow him to intimidate it. Because right now he's doing a good job of staying in this and possibly could win it.
And the debut here is, again, they're trading combos in the middle of the ring. But Godinez, like you said, James, just leading with that big right. Now he throws a left hook. Trying to throw a little jab, keep Servine honest. Servine trying to pick his spot. Nice quick left jab there. Oh, he telegraphed that punch, and Servine had a chance there, and now he lands a right. They have caught Godinez off guard, backing him up, but look at Godinez coming right back.
Looks like Godinez was trying to throw that one from Tucson.
Yeah, he came down and around, and Servine said, "You got to be kidding me. Thank you for that gift." Oh, what a powerful shot to the left there. The body shot by Servine. And just resetting again. He's moving. Godinez doing a little bit more moving, but it's patient. Patience, patience, patience from Servine. A little wild there as now he has to reset.
Sharky chance.
That's what I was going to say. Now they're really trying to get him going, feeling that this could be even, give him a little more energy. Oh, nice cut there as Godinez trying to duck it, throws a big right, throws a second one. And look at this exchange, and now Servine backing up to the ropes. Oh, well, maybe a teeny bit low there. As you see Wes Milton saying, stay up, stay up. But that left is so quick and lethal to the body. That's one consistent thing, well, amongst many we've seen from Sharky. Oh, he tries to throw a right uppercut, and that may have been just to back Godinez up for a second.
It looks like Godinez right now, he has the heavier hands. It looks like he's punching a little bit harder than Sharky is. Because when he lands, you can see it affect him a little bit more. But when Sharky gets 3 punches off on Godinez, you can see that same effect. But again, this round right here, don't ask me who won it because I'm not about to give it. It's not my job. I refuse to do it. Okay. This is a close round. It started off a little bit slow, and as we get to the end, the final 10 seconds, you can see Godinez trying to steal that round. Because those last 10 seconds right there could be what push you over the edge if someone's giving you that round or not.
Well, like you said, when they're throwing the combinations in the middle, just answering each other, you can say, as we'll see here in the replay.
Right there, Godinez throws that big right hook that was obviously telegraphed. He paid for it, though, by Sharky. Oh, right here, you'll see that Godinez does come back with a good right hand straight down the pipe, so he made up for it for a little bit better. But Godinez was able to control Sharky and get him against the ropes that we were talking about. The fact that Godinez is in the center of the ring right now is allowing him to control the pace and the tempo of the fight. Right now, Sharky needs to throw punches just to get out of the pocket, just like that. He's doing it to prevent the offense. Godinez did a great job in that last round. Like I said, it was very close, so I wouldn't be surprised if it went either way. This round here could be the deciding factor.
Well, I was going to say the 4th and final round as we get going, as they come back to the middle of the ring, making his, look at that, Servine trying to pump the crowd up, get them going even more as fans that are here. But Godinez, pretty solid debut. Took a few shots early, gathered himself, maybe got rid of the nervousness. Man, so I won't ask you who's up here. Oh, and the big left there by Servine, pushing him back. Godinez trying to duck it. Now he pushes Servine back, does Godinez. Again, there's forehead to forehead there around the middle of the ring. I'll give Godinez this. Even if he doesn't win it, decision goes to Servine. He has not backed down at all. This is a heck of a debut we were talking about before the cards even started.
And now look at this. They got about a 20-foot ring here, and they want to fight in the phone booth. They're trying to put on a show for the fans. This is the type of the fight this entire time this has been.
Yeah, Godinez
big
not
right hand right
down.
there.
Another big right. Ooh, tries to go with the uppercut, connects with the left. And here come the Sharky chance again. Servine tries to lead with the right that time. Ooh, the uppercut missed there. Perfectly said. In the phone booth they are. Oh, Godinez tries to go with the uppercut. Servine able to dodge it. Oh, a nice left there. Not much on that uppercut there. Oh, a nice body shot from Godinez. But look at that. He's trading punches. He'll give him the body if he can get the head, and he gets it again. Nice shot there, though, by Godinez, going right down the middle.
So we're about halfway through this round now, and I think Godinez really needs to pick up the intensity. I mean, he's landing some decent punches, but they're all getting blocked. While they sound great, slapping the skin, but they're not really landing the way they should be. Sharky is winning this round, and if Godinez really wants to pull this fight off, I think he needs to close this round better than he is how he started it.
Another big right hook there by Godinez. Servine trying to answer. He answers with a right to the body. Again, you know he wants to go at him with the left. Kind of little cat jabs there. Goes a little bit low. Milton warning him again. Hey, stay there. Oh, ducks that uppercut. Ducks another one. Now he's just seemingly toying with Godinez on the ropes. Oh, Servine lands a nice right. Godinez comes back, though, with the left.
Every time that Godinez, it looks like he's waiting for Servine. There we go. Good. I guess that was a 4-punch combination straight down the pipe. As he's backing up, you can tell he can fight off his back foot, throwing some left hooks there. But what I was going to say, though, is Godinez is looking for that one punch. But what Sharky's been doing is throwing that extra punch at the end. Normally when Godinez would throw the first punch, he's now ending with it and stopping the offense.
Well, the final 15 seconds here of this 4th round. Godinez trying to make a case, but Sharky just landing beautiful combos, backing him up. He definitely cut him. A missed right hook there. Oh, and then missed uppercut by Servine. As they're going to finish the last 10 seconds on the rope. Servine trying to throw some combos, and there's the bell. And man, well, I'm not saying Servine didn't respect him, but if he didn't before, he definitely does now, because maybe the 4th round tilted it back towards Servine as he's thanking his fans. But man, what a heck of a debut by Jesus Godinez out of Nogales, Mexico. Wow.
You know, as we look at the replay for the last round, it looks like it's the replay of the intro. They want to hear that dun, 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 dun again. I got hyped on it. But here we go with the highlights again. Good left hook coming straight down the pipe. And then there we see Godinez. This is what we were talking about, that he's waiting for Sharky to start punching. But that was just a jab that snapped his head back. It's that extra punch that he was throwing there at the end that made him very effective to allow, I think, to obviously win that round. So, you know, we say this a lot, but as we see some more action from the final round, Godinez, although he lost his fight, he lost to a very good fighter. And what it showed to me tonight is that I do believe that Sharky's going to go somewhere. I think that Godinez can as well, because in his pro debut, with this type of an environment around him, he held himself pretty high. I mean,
very.
The first round was clearly Sharky's, and then you think a lot of fighters could come in there and feel defeated. He didn't allow that to happen, and credit to him. I think Godinez himself has a lot to go in this sport.
Well, I'm with you on that again. And look at him, he's still bouncing around. He got cut, and Sharky able to do it. Sharky again, he's seems happy, but you're right, after 2 rounds, after even 3 rounds, may have been just leaning enough, but domination in the 4th and final round when both guys a little bit tired, don't have too much left. And now we will watch the Tecate ring girls come in as Servine Godinez, pardon me. Yeah, he showed a lot of heart. Again, hey, look, I know this boxing game is all about rematches. I'd love to see this one again. A little more seasoned by Godinez. And whew.
I really think if they did fight again, it would be too much different from this first fight. I think that Godinez, though, in the future, if this happens, sign me up for some of that, because I do believe that, again, they will meet eventually.
That they will, as both fighters congratulating each other, going to the other corners as Godinez went over 2, and now we will send it to the ring announcer, Sonny Franco.
Both of these warriors, a big round of applause. They gave you 4 exciting rounds of boxing. And now to the judges' scorecards, we go for the official decision. Judges Chris Flores and Gonzalo Valenzuela both seat about 40-36, while Chris Wilson sees about 39-37, declaring your winner by unanimous decision from Phoenix, Arizona, Adrian Sharky Servine.
Well, unanimous decision. We heard Sonny Franco right there with that. And man, that 4th round, definitely put him over the top. But overall, I think what made it unanimous, too, he said it could have been, I knew it wasn't going to be split. I didn't think it'd be split. I was with you on that. But what made it unanimous is the combos had so much power every round. First round, like I said, took advantage of. But even in the 2nd round, when Godinez, like you said, was maybe been able to even it up, the scorecard a little bit. Every time the combos came, Godinez might land 1, maybe 2. But Sharky's landing 3 and 4, and it was so quick, but not just quick. Obviously, like you and I always talk about, the quick and the power, and that knocked Godinez's head back a few times. The judges don't have the, they're right there ringside. They don't have the, I guess you could say, courtesy of the replay. But man, that was very, very, again, like I was saying, methodical like the first fight. Now let's go to Sonny Franco in the ring talking to Adrian Servine.
You have a plan. You knew your opponent and you trained for it. Tell me, did your plan go as you thought it would?
Pretty close. I mean, I didn't get the knockout. That's what I was hoping for. But hey, that kid's a tough kid, man. He took some shots, you know. So he brought it. But hey, I just want to thank all my fans, my friends, my family, everybody for coming out. I swear, you guys are the best, man. You guys get me going. You know, this is all for you guys. I want to thank my sponsors, Working Class Cultura, Lane Splitters, Señor Chelada, Pura Sangre. Hey, Una Vida, where you at, man? I'm waiting for you. VIP Taxi also. Hey, anybody needs a ride, call them. They're great people, you know, so thank everybody. This is for you guys.
Well, on behalf of Iron Boy Promotions, the entire Phoenix, Arizona, that was a fantastic performance. We look forward to seeing you again inside of the ring. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Adrian Sharky Servine.
Well, you heard him right there with Sonny Franco. As for his fans, again, he looks a little bit tired, but it looks like he go a few more rounds. He goes 6-7 rounds. But we're going to step aside when we get back. The co-main event, we talked about it. Andrew Hernandez and Siju Shabazz. 6-2, 5 KOs for Shabazz. We'll have that next here from Celebrity Theater on Iron Boy 37. Back here, Iron Boy 37, brought to you by Food City. You see beautiful downtown Phoenix. Everlast, a great partner of Iron Boy Boxing. And Tecate, Born Bold. Great partners and sponsors of Iron Boy Boxing as we are here at Celebrity Theater. And the next match, like I talked about, Andrew Hernandez, Siju Shabazz. Hernandez 17-5-1, 8 KOs, but 6-2. We talked about it for Shabazz. That is one heck of a KO percentage, James. The 6 wins, 5 of them by KO. I know we talked about it, but Hernandez got to stay out of that big punch zone here in the co-main event, 160 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, but when you think about Hernandez, he's been in there with a lot of people. But Shabazz, when he beat Isaac Cardona, which I thought, or Cardona, excuse me, that was the only time he didn't knock out one of his opponents. But that's a tough guy to knock out. So, you know, Shabazz has a lot of experience, like we talked on the intro, that, you know, he was in the World Series of Boxing season 2, I believe it was. That he does have a little bit more experience than his record would indicate, but he's a tough, hard-nosed fighter. I know he's in the gym constantly training with another Phoenix fighter, Joey Ruelas. I know they sparred together. I believe they fought a little bit ago. Actually, I don't think they fought. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Shabazz is a good fighter. I'm really interested to see what he does with Hernandez tonight, because it's really against power versus skill. That's not to say that Shabazz doesn't have skill. He's a very slick fighter. When you see him in there, he's quick and he's fast, but he knows when to throw the hard punches. That's what makes him so dangerous.
And like we said about Shabazz, I think it's important to bring back up is that basically in a year and a half, only 3 fights. 2 fights? 2 fights. 2 fights out in a year and a half. So 15 for Hernandez, but Hernandez has spread them out. And I know what you're saying, maybe a little bit worn, tired, but to me, that ring action, you can spar with the best of them, but once you get in the ring and obviously get the crowd, the adrenaline gets going, and Shabazz steps in there, we see, but I think for Bates, I don't know. I know you know what you're talking about, you're saying, but I lean towards Bates again, maybe having a little bit of advantage. Maybe especially early in the fight, and that could dictate the few extra points that could go his way if it goes to a decision.
Yeah, you're right. Hernandez will probably start a little bit faster than what Shabazz will do, but also I know Shabazz moved here from New Mexico, and he was training with the former world champion Austin Trout. When you got that kind of lineage in your actual gym itself, you got to pick up a lot of stuff. Like I said, I've seen him a few times, and he's very talented.
All right, now let's kick it up to Sonny Franco in the ring for introductions. just kidding about Sonny's Hurricane. I love that, Hurricane. That's a great nickname for a boxer. I know a few have had it throughout history, but Andrew Hurricane Hernandez. So we talk about AK. Not that he doesn't have power. AKO, 17 wins, 5 of those by KO, the 1 draw.
Similar to Sharkey, it's his speed is his power. I mean, I remember actually talking to Austin Trout, and I always like to ask a fighter, who's the hardest puncher you ever had? He told me Erislandy Lara, although he said Canelo was the hardest one-handed puncher. Lara was so fast he didn't see it coming. That's what Andrew Hernandez is.
Wow.
You don't see it coming, that's where the power is generated from.
I've heard that in interviews from a few boxers as we get to the... Now we will go to the tail of the tape.
Both fighters are 6 feet on the dot, so you know when you do see this, Hernandez is a little bit widespread, so you'll see that height difference shrink down a little bit. With the age of 32 being the same, big thing that stands out right here would be the 76-inch reach for Shabazz. That's like a 6'4" person reach, so he's going to want to use that to keep himself on the outside. And also, when you're a hard-hitting power puncher like Shabazz is, and you have that much more momentum and that much more leverage on your shots, you're able to take advantage. So we'll see quickly tonight if Hernandez is able to take the power.
Yeah, 4 inches definitely. Shabazz, like James said, has that power. And as he, again, Hernandez stepping in the ring, and now we will throw it to ring announcer Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening and welcome. We're streaming live on ironboy.com from the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, Iron Boy Promotions is proud to present the co-main event of the evening, sponsored by Sonny's Boxing Gym and Sushi Sonora. Your 3 judges scoring this championship bout are Chris Flores, Chris Wilson, and Gonzalo Valenzuela. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Richard Soto. 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant NABA Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting on the red corner and being led in by the legendary WBA light middleweight champion, Austin No Doubt Trout. This fighter steps in the ring tonight wearing the colors green, white, red, and yellow. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 159.4 pounds. As a professional, he has 8 fights to his credit, including 6 victories against 2 defeats, with 5 of those victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from Phoenix, Arizona, introducing Juice a Day, Every Day, Shabazz. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner to my left. He steps in the ring tonight wearing the Army camouflage shorts trimmed with black. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 158.9 pounds. As a professional, he has 23 fights to his credit, including 17 victories, with 5 defeats and 1 bout even. 8 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Fighting Pride of Phoenix, Arizona, introducing Andrew Hurricane Hernandez. Once again, your referee in charge, Richard Soto.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the locker room. Obey my commands at all times. I want a good, clean fight. I want you to protect yourself at all times. This looks good. That looks good. Ready? Touch gloves back to your corner.
Well, you heard Richard Soto right there giving the instructions, and you gotta like that for CJ Shabazz. Juice all day, every day.
Looks like he cut his hair too. He used to have longer hair.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Yeah, I heard a few people talking about that back in the locker room.
New dude, new me, right? Is that what it is, right?
There you go. Well, as they come out, you see Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks and the camo for Hernandez. Again, 160 pounds for the UBF middleweight championship. I just got so excited about tonight. I forgot to mention that part, but again, you saw the belt walking around the ring, and again, Juice again early on. We talk about that reach, 6 feet tall, having a 6'4" person reach could be the difference, and we'll see if Hernandez, the Hurricane Hernandez, can get inside. Trying to push him back. Ooh.
Hernandez is starting pretty quick here. You can tell that we talked about the experience, and the fact that he's been fighting so often is going to really benefit him for it. You can see right here he is.
Well, maybe Shabazz has picked and choose fights, and again, not a lot, but he's starting out pretty good. Hernandez again trying to see what openings he's given him as he's back up against the ropes, throws a right cross, but Shabazz able to block it. Now the combo to the body by the Hurricane. And Juice is able to step back, get him off the ropes, or get off the ropes.
Shabazz right now is being a little bit too patient. I think he needs to start working his momentum a little bit more into his offense, because right now when Hernandez throws a big overhand right, Shabazz doesn't really do anything. He doesn't drop back, he doesn't move his head. He just allows it to hit him right in the face, and right now he needs to either do something about turning Hernandez right now. See, there we go.
Well, he didn't turn him there. Look at the stare down by Hernandez across. He's looking straight at him. He's ready to charge like a bull. Richard Soto counts him. Juice is all right to go. Nice right to the body there by Hernandez. And now the Hurricane again trying to throw some combos. You can hear Juice's corner saying, move your head. Don't be so stationary. Hurricane tries to come in with the right.
Also, what I think is benefiting Hernandez right now is that I know that he's been up as high as light heavyweight, so that's 175, 15 pounds heavier than he is now. I mean, when you come down to, there we go, good combination punching from Hernandez again on the inside. But when you come down from that sort of weight, if you felt their power and you could deal with it, you got to be able to come down to 160 and feel the same thing. I think the confidence in Hernandez is not only his skill, but I think the confidence is what's really showing here tonight.
Well, this is scheduled for 10 rounds, the final 10 seconds of the first round. Oh, and a nice combination by Hernandez there, trying to land some punches. But that time, Shabazz able to back him up, get to the middle of the ring, and there is the bell. But man, after he knocked him down, you saw the death stare across the ring. Shabazz, not too intimidated, got the 8 count, gathered his feet, went right back at it. But I think I'm leaning towards what you're saying, James, is that Hernandez won that first round.
Oh yeah, I think he not only did he get the knockdown, I think he was winning before the knockdown and after the knockdown. Again, as we look into the replay here from the first round, you can see the good setup jab right there from Hernandez. He was going to the body and he was going to the head with the jab, and there's a big right overhand right that we were talking about. Shabazz doesn't move his body. The moment that he gets thrown a punch, or the moment something about punch is thrown at him, he just stands there. That jab right there sets it up. He set that jab, he sent a jab to the head, and then he followed up with that right hand. But the way that Hernandez is moving his feet, it's almost like him projecting himself forward is giving him that extra power that's landing and really giving troubles for Shabazz tonight.
Well, he's definitely doing that, and you look at it, that big right knocks Shabazz down, but again, he got up pretty quickly. Got the 8 counts. We start the second round, 2 of 10. A nice left there by Shabazz, knocking a little sweat off of the Hurricane. Again, Hurricane Hernandez in the camo trunks and Juice Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. Nice left there, trying to set that right hand up again, but Shabazz again a little more, not that he wasn't alert before, James, but a little more alert to that.
Because he knows that even though Hernandez, I guess Hernandez has good combination punching, but he also now he knows he has power. So Shabazz came into this thinking that he was the one with the power punch. Right now it looks like it's Hernandez who is actually taking that pedestal.
So he has Hurricane on the ropes, does Shabazz as Hernandez again, just trying to make a move. Now a reset. Goes at him with a quick left and then a right, throwing a few more. Summer landing a few blocks there, but that right landed right up the middle. So now Hernandez Hernandez tries to step in, throws a right. Shabazz again dancing away.
Shabazz needs to back away from these corners. That's where he gets hit with those big shots right there. He needs to give himself that space to move and keep out of harm's way. He's doing a good job of circling, but okay, good. I was about to say he's moving to the same side. Now it looks like he's going right back to the left. If he moved more to that right side, away from that right hand, those big shots like that right there might not be landing.
And Shabazz takes a left there. And trying to move around the ring like James said, but Hernandez just solving the jigsaw puzzle of Juice Shabazz. Oh, and a nice right there, sends him back to the ropes. That Hernandez not trying to go for big combos there. Maybe thought Shabazz was going to counter. Hernandez trying to push him back into the corner. Shabazz might have a longer reach, James, but it looks like Hernandez 4 inches hasn't really affected him because he's landed some pretty long shots.
It's his footwork. I think Hernandez right now has great footwork. Watch the way when he steps in with that right hand, or that right hand, excuse me. He puts his left on all the way a little bit farther on the outside, which allows him to get that momentum right there. So you could just tell the way his footwork is there. You know, we did talk about maybe the activity would be a little bit, leave him a little bit exhausted, a little bit tired, but right now it's showing that that's exactly what most fighters should do because Hernandez is looking great tonight.
Yeah, very sharp on top of his game, and again, Shabazz trying to react. Be reactive, not proactive, trying to counter, but Hernandez having none of it. Final 10 seconds, and Shabazz trying to throw a combo. Hernandez lands a left to the body, then a right to the head. And there's the bell as Richard Soto steps in and sends them back to their corner. But yeah, for Shabazz, I think a little more reactive.
Yeah, he's been on the defense the entire round. I mean, Hernandez is doing a great job, like we talked about, for him getting in and outside the pocket. And he's also staying a little bit lower, which is causing Shabazz to overextend himself, and that's when Hernandez comes back and jumps on him. And you could see it's really working well. He got him figured out. As we look back at the highlights there's a good jab set up with a good overhand right. But the moment that he gets him ducking, look at the way Shabazz is kind of staying in the center ring and turning with Hernandez. He's just throwing a lot of punches. He knows when he gets him hurt, he doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. So credit to Hernandez, because this is what happens when you fight 15 times in 2 years. You get very experienced and you see openings like no one else has before. So Hernandez is seeing the openings and he's taking advantage of them and he's winning the fight.
Because the other thing I was going to say to you too is that there's so much more tape for Shabazz on Hernandez, and I know some we talked about this before. Some like to watch tape, some don't. Let their trainers watch it, get them ready, and that's it. But if Shabazz wanted to see, he definitely could have taken a peek at a few things. But early, first 2 rounds, again, 2 of 10 to Hernandez as we are into the 3rd round now. Again, Juice Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks, the camo trunks for Andrew Hurricane Hernandez.
I mean, even if Shabazz was to watch tape on someone like Hernandez, I think Hernandez is doing so much better tonight. I don't think you could have prepared. He's doing almost like you would see on video, but just a little bit better than we've seen with him in the past. I'm really impressed by him tonight.
Yeah, this bout brought to you by the Highlighter Gentlemen's Club. And Hernandez has not been a gentleman. He has taken it straight to Shabazz here in rounds 1 and 2. But Shabazz, again, has some time to get back in. He knows what he needs to do. But Hernandez just not letting up, throwing that left jab. And again, just trying to find an opening. Hernandez, again, letting him throw a jab. Ooh, tries to throw a right to the body. The head was exposed there by Shabazz. And Hernandez may have been a little bummed that he actually threw the body shot there when he could have went up top.
Hernandez got kind of a little, I don't want to say Floyd Mayweather, but a bit of a Philly shot. He's getting low at the hip right there because he's looking for that jab from the body. You can hear it coming from the corner, but that is what he's looking for. Because once he starts tiring Shabazz down a little bit, I think that it's going to allow those headshots right there that aren't landing quite as much this round. They will be there if you slow him down.
So left back Shabazz up, and now Shabazz resets. It looks like, you know, like fighting heavier. It looks like Hernandez looking for that big, another KO shot. But Shabazz starting to move a little bit better. We saw it last round. You said going around the ring, got to step different ways, but Shabazz moving. Now he's just got to land some shots.
I mean, this is a 10-round fight, so I mean, if Shabazz is able to start getting his gears and his wits about him, understanding that he took probably what's going to be the worst of the punches, I mean, I think that his confidence will have to grow a little bit, and using the jab like he's trying to do right now and staying off those ropes are the first steps in order for that to happen.
There goes Hurricane with the right. Shabazz comes back with the left to back him up. Didn't connect. Now Hernandez again, just sizing him up. Again, another attempt at a left jab to the body. Shabazz with a left jab there. Both guys looking for that big right. They're just seeing if there's an opening. In the final 10 seconds as Hernandez gets him on the ropes, then he steps back. Now he throws a combo, lands one of the two. Other punch blocked, and now they're just going wild. Ooh, and Shabazz may have stretched right at the bell. Or, sorry, pardon me, Hernandez may have stretched right at the bell, but yeah, Shabazz taking shots. So, but Hernandez may have closed the gap a teeny bit in that round, Shabazz.
It was closer for Shabazz. It's hard to say who won. To be honest with you, I was a little bit more fixated on the fight. I thought that was a good round. I think that he did close the gap, like you said. I think he did a little bit better than he did in the first 3 rounds. But I still think that if you were going to give this to one, it looks like Hernandez was still there. He just wasn't. He didn't have as much energy. As we look back at the highlights from the last round, round 3, you can see there's that Philly shell. And oh, look at that. Hernandez puts his right hand up on the left side of his face to protect anything, and then he throws the left-right combination straight down the pipe. That's smart. That's something that you learn inside the ring. You can try to practice this type of stuff that Hernandez is doing tonight, but he has real-world application with it. And you can see right there in that final exchange, he threw a right, left to the body, came back up with the left hook over the top. Hernandez is he's edging that round. I would give it to him, but Shabazz, it looked like to me, was coming back in this fight.
Well, you said if he can get his feet and wits back about him, and we'll see as we start round 4. Iron Boy 37, the co-main event, the UBF middleweight championship belt up for grabs. It's Hurricane Hernandez in the camo trunks, Juice Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. Oh, nice combo there to the body, trying to get the arms of Shabazz to drop. Was Hernandez, but again, Shabazz able to step out of the left jab. Nice land there. The left missed by Shabazz the first time. Connects a little bit the second time. Ooh, well.
Hernandez is making a lot of adjustments in this round. The last round I said he would bend at the hips and throw the jab to the body, but in this round he's a little bit more upright, and it looks like he's looking for a little bit, or I guess the right hand to come over the top, followed by the left hook. Good jab right there. He's stepping in a little bit more in this round too. So this round from the 3 previous, you could tell he made the adjustment and he's trying to change his style up just a little bit. Caused a little confusion there.
A little bit, and Hernandez again. I think Hernandez would like to get Shabazz on the ropes, and sometimes I feel in the first 3 rounds, it's easy for me to say sitting here ringside, he maybe should have attacked on a few of those shots as he had him on the ropes, keep going. Well, he does there right now. No, I'm not auditioning to be his trainer.
Are you sure about that, Mike? I heard you called out Panchito.
Oh, here he goes now. Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble. Panchito, don't listen to him. I'm only sparring if I can put on some like sumo gear and I won't really feel the punches. Well, Hurricane has him in the corner trying to back Juice up. And Juice just sliding over. He throws the jab there, and now he backs up. He went low. Juice almost threw an overhead. A big roundhouse there, makes connect. Next with Hernandez there, and now both going back and forth in the middle of the ring. Ooh, Hernandez misses with a big left.
Shabazz just seems like he doesn't commit to the punches. I mean, the last 2 punches he did right there, that was probably the best that he's probably landed on the whole round. When he throws his punches, it's almost kind of like, oh, he's going to let me do this. He's used to sort of reacting to Hernandez. See right here, he's not committing to those and throwing the power, but when he does, it's almost too late, and Hernandez takes advantage of it.
Nice left there by Shabazz, and now here comes Hernandez back at him. Hernandez, who thought about throwing the right, throws a jab, and look at that, the Juice fans getting into it like the Sharky fans. Oh, and look at the showmanship by Hernandez, telling them to cheer him on, and now they're exchanging punches the last 10 seconds of the round. Ooh, and Hernandez just missed with a big right, but wow, the crowd loving it. And I like the showmanship there by Hernandez cheering for Juice, and he's telling him to get louder.
Maybe they start cheering for Hurricane so that the Juice man over there could get a little bit more hype, because I don't think that Hernandez understood that they were cheering for the Juice, and he wasn't supposed to be doing that. But he likes to play the spoiler. Everyone likes to play the spoiler.
As we see the Tecate Ring Girls getting set for round 5. And the crowd, again, Juice fans starting to get into it a little bit more, telling them they understand he can't get too wild and be patient, but he's got to, they feel it too, he's got to start landing more shots and battling back.
I mean, he did it in the last round. He did a little bit better than this round, but he does need to keep Hernandez on the outside, and it starts with the jab and then second by movement. Third, I would say, you know what, let me rearrange that. I'm going to say head movement first, jab second, footwork third. Because right now, Shabazz is just there to get hit, and when he does throw, he's not taking advantage of his power. He has natural power, and he's the taller fighter with a wider wingspan. He's not using his attributes to help him win the fight.
Well, as we get to round 5, Hurricane Hernandez in the camo trunks. Juice a day, every day. Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. So did the score get in this bout brought to you by Highlighter Gentlemen's Club, the UBF middleweight championship or title up for grabs. So did Juice, as his fans getting back into it, did he close the gap a little bit?
I think that honestly right now, I think Hernandez has still been winning every moment of every round, but there has been pockets where Shabazz does come back into the fight. I mean, right here, he's stopping, he's just sitting there waiting to exchange. He needs to move and keep punching.
And now he bounces out of the corner to the, he goes back into the his corner, the red corner. And now they're in the middle of the ring. Nice shot there by Hernandez. Hernandez again trying to set up that right, goes with a left hook and now gets Juice into the corner, but once again lets him kind of bounce off the ropes. I know you don't want to leave yourself open, but he looked like he was in a pretty solid defensive move and could have thrown some more shots up against the ropes.
I think he's just getting a little bit tired because doing all the movement, I mean, it's easy, like you said, to sit here behind the announcer table and comment on it, but Shabazz has got to be feeling these punches because there's been a lot of body punches. He's been having to work a lot of movement. So, of course, he's getting a little bit gassed, and, you know, maybe...
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's a chance for Hernandez just to keep him in the corner. And he's not, it seems like he's not taking it.
You know, I think he wants to put on a little bit of a show, you know, because right now his biggest success is against in the center of the ring where he has that space to move in quickly. When he gets Shabazz against the ropes, he does kind of smother himself a tad bit, and I think that he understands that. In order to get the full power, he needs to stay in the center of the ring.
Just keeping it there, keeps throwing that left jab, fakes the right hook there. Shabazz again trying to answer with some jabs and push him back, but a nice left there by Hurricane. Shabazz trying to back him up with that left jab, not connecting. And now Hurricane throws a big right, goes to the body for a few shots, and steps back and resets. And it looks like Shabazz just a little bit uncomfortable in the center of the ring as this fight has gone on, as we're in round 5.
Good right hand by Shabazz right there.
Just as I say that, he lands the right, and now he's got Hernandez backing up, leaning on the ropes, trying to duck some punches. Hernandez throws a big right, but misses. Final 10 seconds, we'll see what he does. And now they're exchanging haymakers back to the middle of the ring as the crowd is enjoying this. You talked about putting on a show, James, and the beginning and the end of every round, they're doing a good job of that, exchanging the big punches.
I mean, it seems like both fighters are getting a little bit tired, but Shabazz did a good job in that round right there to land the right punches, and Hernandez stayed a little bit patient, and it looked a little bit better than what it might have been. But I do think that Hernandez felt those punches. Those probably could have been the hardest punches in the fight. But like we talked about, that Shabazz has only been 2 round 6. This round that we're in right now is the farthest that he'll go that he's been in the fight. So maybe trying to save himself. But as we go to the highlights of round 5, you can see the good body work from Hernandez, and he's going back to that Philly shell-esque, which is the high guard. And there's that good slapping right hand, but it's still right hand nonetheless from Shabazz. But you can see, just once he gets Hernandez against the rope, he wants to keep him there and deliver. Good double right. Shabazz is a little inaccurate on these exchanges. You want to see that cleaned up a little bit, but here's the pitbull mentality from Hurricane right there. When you tag him, he wants to tag you with 5 more. Not an even exchange rate. It's the Canadian dollar to the American dollar.
As we get set for round 6 of this scheduled 10-round bout between Hernandez and Shabazz for the UBF middleweight championship. Again, Hurricane Hernandez in the camo trunks. Siju Shabazz in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. Juice a day, every day, as you see juice on the front of his trunks. Look at that, Hernandez again trying to throw that left. Ooh, tried to land a big right to the body, but just missed. You're right, it's almost like, yeah, I see what you're saying. He's throwing that left jab to back him up so he can extend with the right, but Shabazz stepping back. Ooh, well, then step back there as Hernandez lands the right. Oh, lands a left there, but doesn't throw Shabazz off too much.
The problem is that Shabazz is stepping back, but he's stepping straight back like that. He needs to turn himself and create like the angles and get the circles, or a circle around Hernandez so that those punches aren't going straight down. Because Hernandez is just having to step in and throw that right straight down the pipe, and that's where he's landing, being the most successful.
Oh, a big right miss by Hernandez.
It looks like that was a good, solid jab from Shabazz that broke that party up there.
Shabazz throws it right there. Now they're exchanging in the center of the ring. And a few of those punches blocked by both fighters, but like you said, again, hitting the tape, hitting the skin a little bit, but just sliding off as the judges see that right there. Ooh, Hernandez tried to go with the big right.
With the knockdown in the first round, these are the rounds that Shabazz really needs to be coming on, because, I mean, it's really not too late. You could get a knockdown yourself, but these are the rounds you have to win if you want a chance. Looks like Hernandez went a little bit low below the belt there, but, again, it looks like it was an accident. Shabazz was trying to back out at the same time while Hernandez was trying to throw an uppercut to the body.
And Hernandez goes with that straight left again, trying to get into the body. Nice left jab there by Shabazz. I like that, the pit bull mentality, because every time he gets hit, it seems like he's frustrated that he didn't duck the punch, and he goes right at Shabazz. They're really backing up and resetting. He's letting Shabazz do that. Now Shabazz steps in with the left jab, throws it right, but now here comes Hernandez with a nice right there. And now the fans chanting juice. His fans trying to get him all pumped up. And he is from, both players from here from Phoenix. Oh, nice right there by Hernandez. Bass trying to push him back with that left, but again, Hernandez taking a shot or two, but you're right, James, he's happy to take it the final 10 seconds. If he takes one and lands 3 legitimate shots. As we get the bell here, ending the 6th round.
On top of the rounds that I think that Hernandez is winning here, I think the uphill battle is that every single time Shabazz tries to throw some punches, Hernandez keeps throwing. He tucks his chin and just keeps throwing and moving his body. So even if you do land one, you're still getting hit with 2. And by the third time, or the third one's coming, Hernandez has already moved out of the pocket and he's gone away. So right now, he's got to really think about how he's going to limit that attack. And again, it's going to start with the jab. So I think his corner right now needs to just tell him, maybe start this round a little bit slow, get a little bit more energy in you, because we really need, if you're going to win this fight, we need you to start taking it up a little bit of a notch. Apply pressure.
Yeah, well, but I'm with you on that. Shabazz has to start landing more punches. You can't get reckless. But the one knockdown, he's going to have to start not taking the 1-for-3 trade, because he's landing good shots. They're not bad, like you said. They're good shots. They're solid shots. We've seen him land them. But then he's given up 3, sometimes maybe 4 to Hernandez as we start round 7. This UBF middleweight championship bout brought to you by Highlighter Gentlemen's Club. Iron Boy 37. This has been a very awesome card, and we have the main event coming up. Jeremy Bates taking on BJ Flores, but oh, nice right there by Shabazz, again in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. Oh, a nice throw there by Hurricane Hernandez in the camo trunks. We are live here at Celebrity Theater downtown, well, just outside of downtown Phoenix. The temperature, like you said, has cooled off outside, but it has not been cool in here. Ooh, and the right there. Just missed by Hernandez, but he's starting to back Shabazz up again with that left. Ooh, throws it right. Shabazz ducks it, but then gets in a little bit of trouble. And is able to land a few shots as Nigerian Sicilian trunk starting to slip down a little bit there.
It's taken a lot to discourage Shabazz. I mean, he gets hit with some pretty big shots, but when you see it in his eyes, he doesn't look defeated. He just constantly is staring Hernandez down and just trying to remember his game plan. Credit to him.
He's staying in the middle of the ring. Again, he has taken more shots, like James and I said. He is James Meyer, by the way. I'm Michael Caratanito here, Iron Boy 37, Celebrity Theater. Again, staying in the middle of the ring. Shabazz, well, throws a left jab again, but Hernandez backs him up right away. Now trading jabs. Hernandez looks like he was trying to get in close there. Thought he saw something again. Shabazz just moved it enough. Nice left jab there by Juice to get him back, and a nice right there. Now, ooh, Hernandez missed on the second one as we saw CG Shabazz bounce off the ropes, using the ropes as a little bit of a friend there. Oh, and a nice right there by Hernandez. Backs Shabazz up again. And he goes with the left to the body. But like James said, look at that. Juice just coming back. It doesn't look defeated, trying to throw punches.
Round 7, it looks like Hernandez now, though, is taking advantage when he does get Shabazz against the ropes. Before, it was the other way around, but right now it appears that when he does get him against the ropes, he has nowhere to go. He can't do that back-up move. But here we see the exchange. Big right hand from Hernandez straight down the pipe as Hernandez's face starts to bleed a little bit.
So as we get a nice counter there by Shabazz, but man, big hit, like James said, by Hernandez. The final 10 seconds of round 7, and they hear that 10-second bell. And again, it is exchange of haymakers. Hernandez again cut. Like James said, his left eye as he wipes off the blood on the way to the corner, but man, that could turn it a little bit for Shabazz. Although the unfortunate thing is that was the end of
I'm interested to
round
see if
7.
I'm interested to see if that cut was caused by a headbutt or a punch, because the way it is on the kind of the orbital bone of the eye, a lot of times when you see cuts there, those are caused by headbutts, clash of heads. So I wonder if we can get a ruling on that to see how it happens. But here we go from the last round. See, this once we get Shabazz, or once Hernandez gets Shabazz against the rope. See how I'm trying to take credit? I said wait. Once Hernandez gets Shabazz against the rope, he throws a big jab, or he throws a jab with the right hand over the top, because Shabazz has nowhere to go. He doesn't have that side-to-side head movement preventing those punches from coming. So here we go. All Hernandez has to do, his straight rights are landing and his overhand rights are landing. He's basically allowing, anytime that right hand comes forward, he allows it to contact him. And as of right now, it looks like Shabazz has no answer for that.
And we saw the right there by Shabazz that caused the cut there. Hernandez just delivering shots, but Shabazz, you've said it to me a million times, there are a lot of people, takes one punch, and he, as much as Hernandez is beat up, Shabazz cuts him first. So we'll see if that changes it as we are in round 8 now. This UBF Middleweight Championship bout presented by Highlighter Gentlemen's Club. Iron Boy 37, a proud partner, is Highlighter Gentlemen's Club. Is again Shabazz you see in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks, the camo trunks for Hurricane Hernandez, trying to deliver a big right, but Shabazz, again, I understand you got to be patient, but at the same time, he did cut him, but is it an insurmountable lead now as we're in round 8 for Shabazz to overcome over Hernandez?
I think at this point it is. I think that Shabazz really needs to go for a knockout. He needs to dig deep. I mean, even if he wants to give this round a little bit of a break and just continue, he needs to start doing something, or this fight's a little bit out of control, or it's gonna slip through his fingers. It already really has. He just really needs to do something to step it up.
Well, he did cut him, and they'll get a few bonus points. Well, they don't get bonus points, but the judges will notice that as they're exchanging again in the middle of the ring. And Shabazz going after the left eye. Again, you can see the blood running down, and Hernandez able to land a right, trying to protect the left eye, lands another right, but Shabazz, man, he can definitely take a punch. I know that sounds like Captain Obvious, James, but now look at the right, sending Shabazz into the corner. And now Hernandez trying to take advantage, going to the body with big right shots as he's just delivering a combo. Shabazz trying to get him back, but Hernandez with a big right, and then Shabazz able to withstand that. But Hernandez, you're talking about Shabazz trying to get a knockout with that cut. He's trying to end it pretty quickly. Nice power shots to the body in the corner there.
I mean, it's also really benefiting Hernandez right now that that blood's not streaming into his eye. It's just to the right or to the left of his eye. So that's really working in, I guess, not in his favor, but it could be a lot worse, which, you know, a lot of fighters, when they feel that blood streaming down their face, it does kind of give them a sense of energy and a sense of, you know, not quite urgency, but just gives that a little extra fire that you didn't quite have before.
Well, the crowd getting into it more and more each round. Ooh, trying to throw a big right there was Hernandez. Shabazz steps back. Now Hernandez, well, landed to the left, but Shabazz comes back with the right. Again, just trying to beat up that left eye. And the Juice fans back at it. A little overextended there was Hurricane Hernandez, but he's able to step back, as you see. And now, again, left there to the body. Oh, and a nice right there connecting. Maybe not the hardest shot he's delivered, but it did the job there, backing Shabazz up from Hernandez as we enter the final 10 seconds of round 8. Shabazz again looking like, ooh, nice left jab there, landed by Hernandez. And Shabazz not really throwing, maybe like you said, maybe saving a little bit. Didn't go have the exchange with Hernandez. We've seen the first 7 rounds, and now we go head into round 8 or round 9. But man, it's Shabazz's counter. But like I said, Cunningham was an advantage, and he did. He was, like you said, a shark in the water, smelling blood. And we're talking about Servine earlier. See on the replay, he's trying to attack that eye.
Yeah, see again, now that Shabazz gets him against the ropes, you can see that Hernandez drops his shoulders and gets a good body work to get Shabazz off him, so he allows him to swing out to the left. But here you go with Shabazz with the offense, like he said, or we talked about. Shabazz does have the right skill set, it's just he doesn't apply it effectively, because every single time you see Hernandez throw a right hand like that, that's able to disrupt and stop that momentum from picking up. Shabazz has little pockets where he does look good, but Hernandez has more than pockets. He has the full pants. See, is that the right way to say it? The full pants, not pockets?
Yes, absolutely. And you saw, we see on the replay there, he threw that jab up the middle, and he pushes Shabazz back as we go into.
Looks like they're checking that cut out to see how deep and severe it is.
Doctor checking it out, and man, that would be tough if they have to stop it dominating a fight. So the doctor asking him how he can feel, and he gives the okay to referee Richard Soto.
If they were to stop this fight right now, it would go to the judges' scorecards. If it was before 4 rounds, the 4th round started, it would be considered a no contest because of the cut. Or actually, excuse me, it was caused by a punch. It wasn't a headbutt.
Right,
so if this fight does get stopped because of that cut, it's going to be a knockout victory for Shabazz.
So you know he's going to try and attack that left eye, and you see the left hand, left arm of Hernandez up. And again, Shabazz being patient, landed that shot and cut him. And like James said, you see the blood coming down the left side, but you make a good point. It's not coming over, it's to the left of it. So again, the doctor checked it out. Oh, throws to right there. Again, it's like Shabazz trying to buy time, but if Hernandez just can keep landing punches like that. So maybe Hernandez goes into the jab, quick 3-punch combo and step back, not taking any punches, figuring he's ahead on the scorecard.
I mean, you'd like to say that he would try to do that, you know, give himself a little bit more time, ensure he doesn't put himself in unnecessary risks. But right now, again, he still looks like he's picking up where he left off. He has Shabazz against the ropes, and I think he's looking for the knockout. I do think that that's where he's going to try to go with it. But Shabazz has a great chin. He got hit with some pretty flush shots, and Hernandez is a hard puncher.
Ooh, Hernandez misses on that one as Shabazz backs up. Yeah, we've seen Shabazz's body go backwards quite a few times. Not step, be forced backwards, like you said, James, by the punches. And now Hernandez again in the middle of the ring. Ooh, throws it right there, just misses another left jab. And now Hernandez, well, throwing a combo there, tries to get the uppercut, not fully connecting. Man, this is a great title. This is a great fight for the title. I know, again, Hernandez is up, but like you said, Shabazz can take a punch. And he, again, has battled back each round, had the cut, but will it be enough? Like you said, this late, did he get started too late?
I think he did. I think, again, I don't know if you could say he even won a single round. Hernandez is pretty comfortably up on the cards, I imagine. I think he knows it too. But again, I don't think he's trying to get it there. I think he understands the chance for juice, and every single time that they start doing that, you can see it pumps up Hernandez. So he's drawing the energy from the crowd, because it looks like he's gassed out, or he's a little bit more gassed in this round than he has been previous. Obviously, because we're deeper into the fight, but now he's showing it a little bit more than he had previously.
Absolutely is.
I called myself out a little bit there, huh?
That's all right. At least you picked up on it. I wasn't going to pick on you. I don't want you to. I'll make you get in the ring with Conchito. You go first. I'll see how you do. I'll be right behind you.
I'll let you know how it goes. I'll wear a trash can around my body, one of those metal ones, right?
Look at this. Hernandez again. He's still bleeding, but protecting the left eye pretty well. Nice left to the body there by Shabazz, though. Hernandez comes back with the right to the body, trying to throw that left, protect the eye. As you see the blood, there's Richard Soto looking in, and the Juice fans trying to say go after him. The last 10 seconds here around 9, throws a right, backs him up. Oh, ooh, a little extra after the bell. But
going into the final round, Mike, let me ask you, what do you think he needs to do? Let me put you on the spot.
Man, putting the guy that isn't the pugilist guru on the spot. Shabazz, he's done it a little bit to answer, but again, it's not consistent punching. The cut's big.
Exactly.
The judges see that, but again, it's one shot. And for most of the first 5 rounds, it was one shot, one good shot by Shabazz, maybe a good jab, good shot by Shabazz, but then 4 or 5 by Hernandez. And when he's landed those power punches like you talked about, he sent Shabazz back. Shabazz, again, did go down early, able to get up, keep going. But to me, that weighs the judge. So if you're Shabazz right now, again, 10th round, to overstate the odds, you got to go for the knockout. But I think you got to get to that eye early and give yourself at least about 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to attack that eye.
Exactly. Good answer, Mike. You're learning something. Good for you.
Well, I listen to you. I do a little prep on this. You make me smarter, so. And look at that. They come out absolutely brawling. A big right there by Hernandez in the camo. Shabazz and in the Nigerian Sicilian trunks. And both corners saying, well, maybe I am onto something. Get off to a quick start in the 10th and final round of this UBF Middleweight Championship. Presented by Highlighters Gentlemen's Club. Nice left there. Ooh, trying to throw a right, but do you get credit for hits? I mean, you made contact, but it hits their shoulder, the top of their shoulder. Do the judges give credit for that?
Typically not. No, there's like the zone. So you're looking for the body, you're looking for anything on the head, things that tend to hit behind the head on accident, things that hit your arms and shoulders. I mean, obviously it's going to take a toll on your body because you're still getting hit, but the judges themselves don't actually score that as a punch.
Shabazz, you saw right there, took another shot right up the middle on that right. As Hernandez hits him in the face, and you can see he's more of a little bit of a hurricane in this round, moving around, trying to trade jabs with Shabazz. Shabazz throwing his left jab. Ooh, Hernandez goes with the right, but then ducks, almost exposing himself. Going to the body there, landing 2 shots. Back Shabazz up with the right hook there. Another right hook, but Shabazz, again, not backing down. I know, obviously, James, you don't get points for that, but, man, his grit has been just through the roof in this title match.
I mean, if Hernandez is the hurricane, Shabazz is that guy that refuses to leave his house during an evacuation. He wants to go head on. And again, to his credit, he's taking some big shots. Those body shots right there wear you down over a period of time. And although he does get a little bit gassed, again, we talked about this in other fights, he doesn't look defeated. He never once felt like he was out of this fight. It seemed like he's just looking a little bit too much for that one punch combo, or that one punch to take out Hernandez, and not allowing himself to kind of get that offensive rhythm down.
Well, the crowd, again, co-main event, main event, this weight level, they want to see a knockout. They saw a knockdown early, but not since then. Now Shabazz throwing some jabs, but he's got less than 45 seconds. Nice shot there by Hernandez. Now Hernandez goes in with the right, lands a left. Now I was going to say, I thought he was going to start just going to town on Shabazz on the ropes, but again, they back up. Shabazz resets. Ooh, just ducks the right hook. And credit to Hernandez, though. They looked at the eye again, taking a few more shots by it, but has protected it quite well. Shabazz really not able to get that right jab to the left eye there. Oh, and a nice right by Hernandez. Goes to the body for 2, back up to the head. final 10 seconds. Shabazz, oh, Willie starts swinging, playing a little defense. Throws a left there. Ooh, throws a right, backs Hernandez up. Hernandez does the same thing to him, though, and there's the bell in the 10th round. Shabazz and Hernandez definitely, heck of a fight there. Gain respect as they're gonna go to each other's corners, both corners coming out in the ring, and man, the Juice fans again trying to pump him up. I love that early on though by Hurricane Hernandez when they started Juice the first time. He's like, yeah, get louder for him, get louder. Almost like it was giving him energy, but that cut, again, not enough. Obviously with the knockdown putting Hernandez way ahead, James, but man, what a title bout it was.
I mean, as we look at the highlights from the last round, you can see that Hernandez was doing a good job. On this round, he came out a little bit more aggressive, where you think that Shabazz would do it. It was more Hernandez, the aggressor in this round. See, there's the left hand, or the left hook left to the body. Hernandez does a great job of being able to throw the same arm or the same punch twice in a row. That's not easy to do. That's a lot of training in the gym. It's very awkward to throw a right uppercut, straight right hand at the same time after that. Again, we talked about the two major factors being the power from Shabazz and the experience and the activity from Hernandez. But I think that what we saw tonight is that it was Hernandez that had the power and the activity and the experience. I think he should win this fight pretty clearly. But again, Shabazz being off for so long, fighting someone of Hernandez's caliber, it's got to really wear on you. And to me, I think that Shabazz can move forward still and learn from this as long as he stays a little bit more active. Hernandez looks sharp, probably some of the sharpest I've ever seen him.
I was going to say, I don't think too many want to really fight. Not that they back down, but I'm saying they're not going to look at Shabazz if they decide to take a card with him as an easy fight. He proved he could take a punch, adjusting a little bit there. And like I said, he didn't look like he had cobwebs. You can have different strategies, obviously, as you know, as a boxer. Didn't look like he had too many cobwebs the first round. And then after he got the cut, again, I know you got to stay within your game plan, but like you said, James, picking up on that, it was late in the getting late in the match, and he needed to maybe step up and try to go after that eye. And Hernandez's corner is like, still fight your fight. You got to keep that. You got to keep that left arm, that left hand up, because like you said, if it hits the glove and it's just sliding by, it's better than just cracking that eye.
Yeah, I mean, the way that Hernandez was delivering the punches was preventing Shabazz from wanting to throw back. So with that stall in offense plus the head movement from Hernandez, I mean, it was just a good, spectacular performance by Hernandez. As we take it up to Sonny Franco, it looks like he's going to give us the official decision.
Yes, as both fighters are coming in, as Richard Soto calling the fighters over. And yes, now let's send it to Sonny Franco inside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, how many round of applause for both of these warriors. Leading 10 exciting championship rounds of boxing. But now to the judges' scorecards we go for the official decision. All three judges, Chris Flores, Chris Wilson, and Gonzalo Valenzuela, all see about the same, 100-89. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision and new NABA middleweight champion, Andrew Hurricane Hernandez.
Well, as he is the new champion, we hear it there, Andrew Hernandez. And he's taking pictures. You see the elation, the cut there. Well, looks like they covered it up pretty good, as he, again, congratulating Shabazz. Again, a heck of a fight by Shabazz. Wow, well, if that's a co-main event, the heavyweights coming up in the main event, James, is going to be huge. We're going to step aside when we get back, though. The main event, Jeremy Bates and BJ Flores, they're going to go to battle, and we'll have it here from Celebrity Theater.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es su trabajo. Esto es una promoción. Esto es otra promoción. Este no es su tipo de fiesta. Ahora sí, sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light, Born Bold.
Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Conferences. Sports. Live events. Showcase your brand. Expand your reach. Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Floodstream.com.
Back here at Celebrity Theater for Iron Boy 37 as we see the new champ. The unanimous decision, 100-89. All three judges had it scored the same way. So again, Shabazz got down a little bit too much to Hernandez, and well, after he cut him, he may have just stayed an 11-point spread. Again, trading punches. Hernandez landing more combos. And now we're gonna throw it up in the ring. Well, no, Hernandez not talking to Sonny Franco. Actually, Hernandez steps out.
For those of you who got on your smartphone and went to Renee.
So Hernandez wins the unanimous decision championship. But we are going to step aside, and like I said, when we get back, we'll have the main event between Jeffrey Bates and BJ Flores here on Iron Boy 37.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es el sabor intenso que busca. Este es el apartamento equivocado. Esto funcionará bien. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light, Born Bold. Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es su trabajo. Esto es una promoción. Esto es otra promoción. Este no es su tipo de fiesta. Ahora sí. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light, Born Bold.
Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Conferences. Sports. Live events. Showcase your brand. Expand your reach. Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Floodstream.com.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es el sabor intenso que busca. Este es el apartamento equivocado. Esto funcionará bien. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light, Born Bold. Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es su trabajo. Esto es una promoción. Esto es otra promoción. Este no es su tipo de fiesta. Ahora sí. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light. Born Bold.
Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Conferences. Sports. Live events. Showcase your brand. Expand your reach. Floodstream. HD video and live webcasts. Floodstream.com.
Este es The Black Eagle. Estos son sus amigos. Este es el sabor intenso que busca. Este es el apartamento equivocado. Esto funcionará bien. Sabor que no se puede domar. Tecate Light. Born Bold.
And we are back here, Iron Boy 37, the main event heavyweight championship between Jeremy Bates, BJ Flores. And James and I talked about it. He's James Meyer, Michael Caratanudo again here, Iron Boy 37 from Celebrity Theater just outside of downtown Phoenix. And it's for the WBA, NABA heavyweight championship. So this is scheduled for 10 rounds too. James, we talked about it. There's some other interesting facts about this fight. Look at that, Jeremy Bates, team beast, man. Woo, that is a big boy.
It looks like he's all game face coming out of the locker room here because he's in there for a tough test tonight. BJ Flores is a good fighter, and he's a well-seasoned veteran. Plus, he does our job. He does commentating, so he knows what he should be doing because he talks about it all the time. So that does help you.
Yeah. And for BJ Flores now, man, again. And he has got a lot of fans here. They are up on their feet, and look at that. You gotta love it coming into James Brown. I mean,
Ozzy Osbourne to James Brown.
And I know you don't want to come in with, you know, I Live in America from Rocky IV, but I mean, still James Brown there. Look at that, getting his crowd up. They're screaming for him. As you see his corner coming in, and oh, he looks very, very focused right there. As he's making the walk, bouncing around from Scottsdale, Arizona. He works out at Level Fitness as he steps into the ring. And the red and white trunks. And look at that, another fashion statement. Got the red and white shoes from Nike to match. As we go to the tail of the tape, Bates and Flores.
So you can see that Jeremy Bates is coming in at 256 pounds. This is on the tail end of his career. So it looks like obviously he's not trying to lose the weight anymore. He's just trying to stay relevant. The big thing right here, you can look at the age, 43 to 38, and the reach is going to be the biggest factor for BJ Flores because not only is he coming from a lower division, he already is going to have that natural speed. Now he has the advantage with a longer reach as well.
And let's send it to Sonny Franco inside the ring.
Iron Boy Promotions is proud to present the feature attraction as this is the main event of the evening. Sponsored by Sushi Sonora and the Highlighter Gentlemen's Club. Sanctioned by the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. Executive Director ringside, Juan C. Estrada. And boxing and MMA assistant, Ms. Norma Rivero. Your three judges scoring this championship bout are Chris Flores, Chris Wilson, and Gonzalo Valenzuela. And the third man inside the ring in charge of the action at the bell, your referee is Wes Melton. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant NABA Heavyweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, where battles are fought and champions are made, ladies and gentlemen, let the battles begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he steps to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks trimmed with orange. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 256.1 pounds. As a professional, he has an outstanding record, including 45 fights, 26 coming by way of victory, 18 defeats with 1 bout even. 22 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight, all the way from Greenup, Kentucky, introducing Jeremy the Beast Bates. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the red corner to my right. He steps into the ring tonight wearing the red trunks trimmed with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at a ready 223 pounds even. As a professional, his record is just as outstanding, with 36 fights to his credit, including 32 victories against 3 defeats with 1 bout even. 20 of his wins coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from Scottsdale, Arizona, introducing BJ El Peligroso Flores. Once again, your referee in charge, Wes Melton, to give the final instructions.
Okay, Chief Seconds. All right, fellas, this is for the heavyweight NABA Heavyweight Championship. Went over the roles in the dressing room. These trunks are good. These trunks are good. Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Touch them up. Bang at the bell.
Well, we heard Wes Melton right there. Again, is bang at the bell. 10 rounds. This is scheduled for the main event, the NABA Championship, and you heard it, Jeremy the Beast Bates, 256 pounds, 224 for Flores. Again, Flores in the red trunks with the white trim. The Beast with the black trunks and the orange trim. But again, that 8, like you said, 7.5-inch reach. No problem for Flores, James, as this bout brought to you by Tecate. This championship bout. But again, no problem. He definitely does, I don't think, wants to be in that position, Flores, where Bates is on the ropes getting to just chop away at the body.
Yeah, right now you could see that Flores is doing a good job going to the jab to the body. I mean, you could tell that, Bates isn't in the best shape of his life. So if you're able to, work the body and get them slowed down immediately, because right now you could tell that he does have power. And he's also, when he gets against Flores, you could tell that he's almost able to control him because of how big and how strong he is. So this will be the first time really that Flores has gone against someone of this size. So, I mean, we're talking about a man that just weighed in at 220 yesterday, but he normally squeezed down to about 199 out of the cruiserweight division. That's a big turnaround for the first time in his career, and he's going against a lot bigger of a fighter. So we'll see how he adjusts.
Throws a nice left jab there to the body. Actually, left hook, I should say, pardon me. Now he's trying to go up top, but again, Bates able to move around. Oh, and look at that. Oh, he backs Bates up with a nice left hook. Bates stumbles a little bit as Flores again throws a left there. And
I think he got him hurt to the body right there. Bates looked like he got kind of like a little stinger. Oh, it looks like he's about to go out here.
And look at that, Flores just winding up. As Bates again stands up, and wow, power punch there. Wes Milton giving him the standing 8 count, grabbing him, making sure he's okay.
We'll see what the Beast has left in him, because right now, if we see another exchange like that, I imagine Wes Milton's going to stop this fight.
Trying to protect himself there. Nice combo, the left and then the right by Flores. Backing the Beast up, and now Flores again. Wow, look at that. Hands drop, throws a nice combo, backing the Beast up. Beast goes forward, but now he's pinned against the ropes. And maybe not landing the shots defensively. Oh, and then he knocks him down, goes down to a knee.
I don't even think that one landed. It looked like Bates protected himself there and blocked the shot, but it was just mere the momentum from the punch knocking him down. Bates right now does not have any legs. You can see he's entirely gassed. He's breathing incredibly heavy, and this is only the first round. Not too long left in the first round, but it's only the first round.
Oh, a nice left to the body there by Flores, and that's it. Wes Milton. Bates can't take any more. That was a heck of a left to the body, and the BJ Flores fans, a hometown kid, well, out of Scottsdale with the fight there. What a huge, huge left. Well, they call him the Beast, and winning the WBA NABA Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, you can't argue that Flores looked good in this fight. In his last fight, we did see him against, a great fighter who was also moving up to heavyweight to fight David Hay. But let's actually take a look back at the fight here. There's a great jab, cross, left hook combination to Bates. It staggered him. You can see that Flores was just playing with him. He didn't even jump on him. He knew that if he was patient, that this would happen again. There's a double left. That's kind of like that drop step, a la Ricky Hatton. That's good footwork for especially a heavyweight. So, good left to our left, kind of like a hooker cut, like a hook and an uppercut at the same time to Bates. Bates, to his credit, wanted to continue fighting, but Wes Milton, I think, made the right decision in stopping this a little bit too soon, or a little bit. He made a great job stopping at the moment he did.
Right, exactly, because it was not getting any easier for Bates. Went down twice, goes over to tap glove, shake hands with Flores in his corner. Flores now doing the same to his corner. Look at that, Flores talking to the crowd, and they are definitely very happy to see him win. Again, 38-43, but man, that first shot that knocked Bates back, it was right near us, James, and dare I say, I even felt that one sitting down.
I hope you didn't feel it, because it was a hard enough shot that I'm pretty sure your liver is going to be hurting in the morning. But I mean, like, Flores came in with an objective. He wanted to make a statement in the heavyweight division, and I think he did do that tonight, because it was pretty flawless tonight. I don't even know if I saw Bates land a punch that was clean. It may have been blocked, but I mean, Flores, I'm still even blown away that he came in at 220 yesterday, because again, we talked about him coming in under 200 pounds to make the cruiserweight belt. I think this is where he's more comfortable. His speed was there from the cruiserweight. His power is there now from being a heavyweight. And I think at 30, I think he's at 38 years old, he has one last run in him. I think if he's going to do it, I think now's the time. And I think right now what he just did is a good way to start it.
Well, as Wes Milton, fighters are getting their gloves off. Wes Milton in the ring, waiting to call the fighters in so we can get the official decision, as we see Flores right there. Yeah. And honoring, you see there, Mickey Stravers again. And now, fighters coming in the middle ring. Let's send it to Sonny Franco.
And comes 2 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. Referee Wes Milton puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by TKO. And new NABA Heavyweight Champion, BJ El Peligroso Flores. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had a great time tonight. Don't forget, to check us out on the website and all of our social media. We got March 10th coming back for Iron Boy 5 live here at the Celebrity Theater. And then April 22nd, we return as well for Iron Boy 38. On behalf of Iron Boy Promotions, the whole team, we hope you had a great time. This is Sonny Franco saying, good night, Arizona. We'll see you again inside the ring.
Franco there, see him there. Wishing the crowd here at Celebrity Theater a good night. Well, it was, again, the co-main event going to 10 rounds, 2 champions crowned, 2 new champions, unanimous decisions for both, unanimous decision for Andrew Hernandez, a TKO for BJ Flores, but, well, Espinoza and Bartolini definitely set the tempo like we thought they would, and Servine and Godinez, like I said, this was an explosive card. See, I knew what I was talking about.
Exactly. I think the word of the night was speed, because all of them had speed and power tonight. I guess I'll just leave it at speed because that's me contradicting myself. But I do think that, everyone looked fast, everyone looked sharp, and we got some entertaining fights tonight. We got a little bit of knockouts, and when we didn't get the knockouts, we had heart and grit, and we got everything that I think we wanted tonight. I thought this was a fantastic fight tonight. And what better way to cap it off than guys who are 250 pounds fighting each other? Come on, who doesn't want to see that?
Again, in the middle of the rings, throwing some haymakers. Big body shot by Flores again. Shabazz showing he can take it. Hernandez got cut. Servine again lasted against Godinez in his debut, didn't back down as we see Flores there. And then Espinoza again gets the KO. 37 seconds into the last round for Luis Espinoza, again staying perfect, unblemished, 6-0 in his professional record, gaining a lot of confidence. And wow, what a night it was. And I'm a little banged up. I mean, we had Panchito Sede Vaca hanging out in the house, checking it out.
I saw him scouting you out. He was taking notes over there, looking at you. Maybe the way you were moving your head just talking.
Hey, don't even start. But again, great job by our crew tonight. Floodstream Production in partnership with Iron Boy Boxing. Again, brought to you by Tecate, Born Bold, Food City, Highlighter Gentlemen's Club, as well as you see. Fans in there getting their shots, but again, for we see the highlights from the night starting right there with Espinoza. But again, our crew did a phenomenal job tonight. Some beautiful shots, as you see there, guys getting cut, bringing you ringside. So for our entire Floodstream crew who did a phenomenal job tonight, we will end Iron Boy 37, 2 new champions crowned for the man, the pugilist expert, guru James Meyer. I'm Michael Caratanudo. We'll see you next month for another Iron Boy production.